Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air right away is Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headline of their 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest-paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets him a 1st down right there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
They'll run for the... And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talked about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Foyesade Oluwakin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Here's a give to Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These 2 teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. These 2 teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. But the 2-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville. And that loss ultimately kept and looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but What have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, check.
Play action. It's Ryan. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Caught by Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
39.
Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On first down, Ryan. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back to Taylor on first down. Down at the 25.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 25 on second down. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On the double.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Jones has it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good hit.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaquille Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Jaguars have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 30 on second down, Ryan. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL.
Second and 6.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Here's Ryan. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go play action with Ryan. Flush to his right.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
To throw forward is Ryan. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Come on, set.
ETN once more, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. Back Back to throw, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now, because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath, and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't